Okay. Very
Welcome to all the participants. Yes, we.
okay. I request all participants, please go on mute mode. Turn off your mic. Okay. A very warm good afternoon to all. Hope you are doing fine in this pandemic situation. Myself, Captain of Shankarlal Khandelwal, Akola. I welcome all the participants for this online awareness workshop organized by Department of Library and IQAC of Shankarlal Khandelwal College with the collaboration of National Digital Library of India, IIT Kharagpur. It is our honor to organize this program with NDLI. National Digital Library of India is doing a great work in this pandemic situation. It is the biggest repository in the world. From KG to PhD, all educational resources are available in it. There is a famous quote of Albert Einstein. He said, "The only thing that you have to know is the location of library." Now you have the location of that library, and that location is in your pocket. You can access millions of e-resources just with a click of. It is possible only through NDLI. Today, we have with us Dr. Vignesh Swarnamohan sir. He is Chief Strategic and Outreach Officer at National Digital Library of India, IIT Kharagpur. I welcome you, sir. Now, I would like to call on Principal Dr. Sabu sir for the inauguration address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dikshit sir. I, at the very outset, welcome all the participants and the resource person of this program, Mr. Vignesh Sornamohan. All of us know that Shankarlal Library and Information Center of our college is going to organize this webinar in collaboration with National uh, Digital Library of India. The National Digital Library of India is a national mission project initiated by the Ministry of Human Resource Development on the education to engage, facilitate and inspire all learners across the country, regardless of the age, demography and ability. The National Digital Library of India is a meeting point of knowledge and information that holds an extensive variety of lectures, courses, archives, and various media forms curated, collected, and created by the best institution of the country. It is a platform designed to make digital educational resources accessible to all citizens of the country to inspire, empower, and encourage the learning. It is a digital repository containing textbooks, articles, videos, audiobooks, lectures, simultaneous fictions, and all other kinds of learning media. The NDLI provides free of cost access to many books in the Indian language and English. It is developed to provide support for all academic levels, including researchers and lifelong learners, all disciplines, all popular forms of access devices, and differently abled learners. It is being designed to aid students to prepare for the competitive examination, to assist the researchers to perform interlinked research from multiple sources, and to enable individuals to learn and prepare from best practices from all around the world. This project is being developed at the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. NDLI was launched in form of pilot project in May 2016. The library was dedicated to the nation on June 19, 2018. NDLI has access to more than 40 million resources and has more than 5 million active users. Now, when all education institutions have closed since 6 to 7 months, NDLI is doing a great work with their resource. It is available 24 by 7 environment. Now you can access it by your Android or iOS system. Now I will not talk more about it because we will listen to the speaker. At the last, I would like to thank to the organizing team for organizing this awareness webinar, that is the Information Resource Center of our college, IQAC of our college, and Vignesh Sormon for bringing this webinar to you. I convey my best wishes for the success of this webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to call on Mr. Milind Shirbate, IQAC coordinator, for the introduction of Dr. Vignesh Swarnamohan, sir. Over to you, Mr. Milind Shirbate, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Shekhar. A very good afternoon to one and all. Respected Chairman, Principal of Shankarlal Khandelwal Arts, Science and Commerce College, Akola, Dr. J.M. Sabu sir, and all my dear delegates. This is Dr. Milind Shirbate, IQAC Coordinator of Shankarlal Khandelwal Arts, Science and Commerce College, Akola, Maharashtra, India. First of all, I welcome you all for this online users awareness webinar on National Digital Library of India, NDLI, organized by Department of Library and IQAC of Shankarlal Khandelwal Arts, Science and Commerce College, Akola, in collaboration with National Digital Library of India, IIT Kharagpur. For this, we have with us Dr. Vignesh Swarnamohan sir as a resource person. Let me introduce him. Dr. Vignesh Swarnamohan sir is currently the Chief Strategic and Outreach Officer, National Digital Library of India, IIT Kharagpur. Dr. Vignesh holds a Doctor of Philosophy from the Center for the Study of Law and Governance from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, with a Master's in Public Management. He is also the founder of Brilliance IAS Preparer, a mobile-based low-cost training solution for the civil services aspirants. Earlier to this, he worked with the Indian Public Library Movement and CSC E-Governance Services India Limited. Dr. Vignesh sir has more than 14 years of research, development and program management experience in the domains of information and communication technology for development, ICT 4D, education, skill development, e-governance, social entrepreneurship, public policies, health and rural development, etc. Dr. Vignesh has managed large development projects like National Digital Literacy Mission, NDLM, Cybergram Yojana, e-inclusions, IT training for rural SC/ST women beneficiaries, e-Vidya Innovative Project for rural women, women digital literacy projects, child labor family linkages project, financial literacy and investor awareness, legal literacy, teleophthalmology, digital diagnostic kits, and telemedicine centers, etc. He has also conceived and implemented many innovative ICT LED policy initiatives for promoting inclusive growth in rural parts of the India. So, on the behalf of our college and Internal Quality Assurance Cell, I welcome you, sir, on this virtual platform. Your guidance will really motivate our students today and also the staff of our college too. Thank you for joining. I also congratulate Mr. Shekhar Dikshit sir, librarian of our college, who take a lot of effort to organize this program. And also thankful to all the students who joined for this online virtual platform of this webinar. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Shekhar Dikshit sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to call on Mr. Dr. Vignesh Swarnamohan, sir, for the session. Over to you, Dr. Vignesh Swarnamohan, sir.
Dikshit. Dikshit.
Thank you, Shekhar Dikshit, respected Principal, Dr. Shahu, Dr. Shekhar Dikshit. Thank you, Mr. Coordinator, and Mr. so much for this webinar on national India. Much time still get into India and into the now without wasting to look at uh, 6. So in today's webinar, we are going to have 6 main objectives. One is why NDLIC. Which language you prefer, English or Hindi? Unfortunately, I can't speak Marathi. Otherwise, I would have loved to do it in Marathi.
Sir, you may use
You can
Hindi is
speak
okay, or English, as you
you can
suggest.
speak
We
in
will.
English.
नहीं चलेगा। ठीक है। सो आज हम कुछ 6 चीज देखने वाले हैं। ये क्यों बनाया है और किसके लिए बनाया है, किस तरह का कंटेंट अवेलेबल है और उसको कैसे यूज करना है, और गूगल और एनडीएलए का क्या फर्क है, और एनडीएलए क्लब को कैसे अपने इंस्टीट्यूट में चलाना है। ये 6 चीज हम आज देखेंगे। सो हम देख रहे हैं 5 से 7 साल तक हिस्ट्री देखेंगे। लाइब्रेरी का बजट और उसका मैन पावर काफी कम किया पिछले काफी 6-7 साल पहले। सपोज लाइब्रेरी का बजट 2 लाख है, आज वो कम होके आ गए हैं से 50,000 और 25,000। तो काफी कम हो गए। और सिमिलरली ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, तो उस समय से 5 लोग लाइब्रेरी में थे, आज 1 या 2 बंदे बैठे हुए। तो इसका मतलब है लाइब्रेरी का, तो इसमें मेजर फर्क किसमें पड़ता है, लर्निंग आउटकम्स में पड़ता है। सो आप लाइब्रेरी का बजट और ह्यूमन रिसोर्स कम करोगे, इसका मतलब है आप हार्ट ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन, एक मेजर इंस्टीट्यूशन है लाइब्रेरी, उसको आप डिफंड करने का कोशिश करोगे विद लेस बजट और विद लेस ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज। उसका असर सीधा लर्निंग आउटकम्स में पड़ेगा। सो बच्चे का लर्निंग आउटकम्स कम होगा तो उनका एम्प्लॉयबल और करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज कम हो जाएंगे। सो उसको देख के आप सोचेंगे लाइब्रेरी का इन्वेस्टमेंट काफी जरूरी है, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन वो कर नहीं पा रहा है। और दूसरा आप देखेंगे लैक ऑफ एडिशनल फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर रिक्वायर्ड है। से फॉर एग्जांपल फिजिकल लाइब्रेरी में एक मेजर आज के दिन में दिक्कत आ रही है, वो फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लेके। से फॉर एग्जांपल लाइब्रेरी बनाया है 10-15-20 साल पहले, उस समय इनके पास कुछ आइडिया था, हम लाइब्रेरी में कुछ 10,000 किताब रखेंगे, कुछ 20,000 किताब रखेंगे, लेकिन ओवर अ पीरियड वो नंबर हो गया 30,000 40,000। तो फिर अभी नया रिसोर्स भी खरीदते हैं, उसको रखने के लिए जगह नहीं है। फिर क्या करते हैं, एग्जिस्टिंग रैक के ऊपर रखते हैं, नहीं तो खिड़की के सामने रख देते हैं, नहीं तो स्टडी टेबल के ऊपर रख देते हैं, कहीं स्टोर रूम में रख के बंद कर देते हैं। सो नए मैंने कुछ लाइब्रेरीज में ये भी देखा है, इसको वहां पे क्या बोलते हैं, कॉरिडोर भी में रखा हुआ है। सो वैसे ही सिचुएशन में लाइब्रेरी का फिजिकल रिक्वायरमेंट हर साल बढ़ते जा रहा है, फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का फिजिकल लाइब्रेरीज में। और फिजिकल लाइब्रेरीज में हमें ये सारे चैलेंजेस भी आते हैं। से फॉर एग्जांपल एक किताब, अच्छा किताब है, आपकी फैकल्टी आके बताया इसको पढ़ लो, फिर वहां पे आप जाके कोशिश करेंगे, सपोज सिर्फ 2 ही कॉपी होगा, 2 कॉपी में आप कितने लोग पढ़ सकते हैं, 1 और 2 मैक्सिमम। फिर क्या कर सकते हैं, फिर लोग करना शुरू कर देते हैं किताब। सो फिजिकल लाइब्रेरीज में एक ही रिसोर्स को मल्टीपल लोग एक समय एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते। उसके अलावा हमें ये सारी चैलेंजेस भी आते हैं, किताब मिस हो जाती हैं और चुपका के रख देते हैं बच्चे, चुपका के और कुछ किताब डैमेज भी हो जाता है। ये सारे चैलेंजेस फिजिकल लाइब्रेरीज में हम देख रहे हैं। सो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने ये सारे चैलेंजेस को देखा और इन्होंने सोचा इसको हम कुछ नए सोच के साथ इसको एड्रेस करना पड़ेगा। सो इसीलिए उन्होंने 2016 में नेशनल डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी ऑफ इंडिया को so they thought they should they started the NDLI, National Digital Library of India, in 2016 as a then it and also now you can see as your principal mentioned, the lockdown time पे libraries across the globe is closed. Okay? And when it's closed, I think majority of the things like access to physical library knowledge resources is closed. So even उस समय पे National Digital Library was actively functioning. So the government of India dedicated National Digital Library of India to the nation on the 19th June 2018 by the then MHRD Minister Shri Prakash Javadekar. So now let's look at what do we have at NDLI. At NDLI, we primarily have metadata. What is metadata? Metadata is nothing but the basic information about the resource. Say, for example, if it's a book, the name of the book, the author, what you call the publisher, the subjects that are being touched upon, the abstract, about the author, the basic information about this is called metadata. So we only store metadata in our database. Right. Then you may ask me, what is the point of having a library without having books? Right? So basically, so for example, you can see, imagine this central part. This is National Digital Library of India. Okay. As a first step, what we do is, say for example, if Shankarlal Khandelwal College has 1,000 non-copyrighted open source digitized resources. It could be a faculty publication or a student publication or a research project or a faculty class notes or presentations. It could be any digitized material which they are willing to share it with every Indian citizen. So now, as a first step, what we do is we sign an MOU with Shankarlal Khandelwal College, and then we help them in setting up an what do you call institutional digital repository IDR. So where all the physical digitized copies are stored along with the metadata. Metadata, as I mentioned, is nothing but the basic information about a resource. So once the metadata is created, what we do is we pull the metadata from the IDR of Shankarlal Khandelwal College, and then we store it in our database. Suppose if a researcher from, say, Pune wants to access this resource, one of the faculty publications. So he comes to NDLA, he searches for that resource, and he located that resource. Once he clicks on that resource, what we do is we redirect him directly to the IDR of the Shankarlal Khandelwal College. So हम either base देते हैं. So they verify here, and then suppose if he is a valid registered user of NDLI, then you can directly give him the access. So in this process, what we are doing is we are not storing any full text resources. This is primarily to avoid copyright violation. So हम ये mainly इस चीज के लिए कर रहे हैं copyright violation को avoid करने का. So suppose हमने कोई copyrighted material हमारे सर्वर पे रख दिया तो सारा NTLI बंद हो जाएगा. So इसीलिए we don't store any full text resources in our database. It is stored in our metadata, in the metadata of the concerned content partner. So can you hear me? Is there any problem in my audio? If yes, kindly let me know so that I can do something about it.
Yes, sir. There is disconnection in your voice.
Just give me a moment.
Your voice is moving, sir.
Am I audible now? Is it okay?
Yeah. You are right.
Okay. Sorry about it. So as I said, we primarily work with the content partners. Okay. And so far we have closer to 313 such content contributors across the globe. So primarily they are educational, research, and publishing partners, right? And you can see some of them listed here. Now let's see what type of content we have at NDLA. So we have content on computer science, information and general works, closer to 1 crore resources, philosophy and psychology, 5 lakh resources, religion, 2 lakh resources, social sciences, 46 lakh resources, Language 1 lakh resources. Natural sciences and mathematics 87 lakh resources. Technology 1 crore resources. The arts, fine and decorative arts 4.2 lakh resources. Literature and rhetoric 7.9 lakh resources. History and geography 6.1 lakh resources. So if we add, as of today, we have 5 crore 25 lakh resources. And these 5 crore resources are in multiple learning resource types. What are these learning resource type? They are faculty publication, thesis, dissertation, research projects, books and periodicals, open access journals, e-books, lecture slides, video lectures, audio lectures, class notes, term papers, assignments, assessment, uh, lab experiments, data sets, manuscripts. So we have a range of content types in our repository. And these contents are available in 5 different access options. So these 5 crore resources can be there are 3 different or 4 different formats of content. Say for example, open resources and NDL users content give you full text access. See, you can see the logo here. So these are the 5 different access options. Open means these contents are available even outside of NDLI. Say for example, NCERT books, if you go to NCERT website, they are available at free of cost for everyone. So what NDLI has done is it has collated all these open source content and then put it in our platform. So that is the service that NDLI has done. Apart from this, the government of India has procured some national licensing. It has procured from South Asia Archive and World eBook Library and given it to NDL registered users for free of cost. So these two gives full text access. Full text means you can actually download the entire book or article and study. You don't have to pay a single penny. Okay, and then limited access. Say for example, if there is a 30-page article out of which 10 or 15 page may be accessible, remaining pages may not be accessible. And the fourth one is subscribed resources. Subscribed resources are like, say for example, IEEE or Springer, we only have the metadata, we don't have the full text resources, right? In that case, if your institution has subscribed to these resources, you will be able to, what you call, you will be able to access, otherwise you may not be able to access, you will be able to only see the metadata. And the last different access option is restricted. So this may be only for their internal consumption and will require special authorization to access these resources. So now let's look at access option-based content. How much resources are open resources and how many resources are limited access. So open resources are about 2.88 crore resources. And NDLA users contents are about 77 lakh resources. So if we add these two, we have 3.66 crore resources that are full text resources. So you can actually download and use 3.66 crore resources without having to pay a single penny to anyone. You can easily download and use it. And we have articles as the major content contributor. 3 crore resources are articles. 64 lakh resources are books. We have thesis about 7-8 lakhs. And these 5 crore resources are meant for everyone. It's not only the higher educational content that we have. They have content starting from school-going children to college-going youths, working professionals, academicians, researchers, edupreneurs, and lifelong learners. Anyone who is interested in learning, we have resources for them. Now let's look at how to access these resources. So accessing NDLI is very simple. What you have to do is go to Google or any search engine for that matter and just type National Digital Library of India. Okay, the first URL which you get, which is ndl.iitkgp.ac.in, this is our URL. You just have to click on this URL. Once you click on this URL, it will take you to our home page. So this is how our home page looks like. So here you can see there is an option to browse, option to search, and we have language where you can click and change the interface language into various Indian languages. Currently, it's available in 11 languages, and more languages are also being done. And we have a login option. At the center, we have a search box. And we have a study at home section. So this is a recent section that our team has put together during this time of pandemic. So study at home, COVID-19 research repository, and some featured collections. So this is the new part. I will talk about it in a little while. So now let's look at how to do a search. So now I search for a topic called financial accounting. I just want only video lectures on the topic. I don't want any text or I don't want to read anything. I just want to see a video on this topic. So what I did, I searched for financial accounting. And then once the result came, on the right hand side, we have a filter called content type. I chose video and I got 1727 results on this topic of financial accounting alone. And similarly, on the left hand side, we have few more filters. So you can see the filters like access restriction based content, author, subject category, difficulty level, educational level, file format, language, learning resource type, and source. So you just have to choose the filter of your choice and narrow down the results. And the next topic I searched was on microeconomics. So I just wanted for an educational level of UG and PG. So आप इधर देख सकते हैं लेफ्ट साइड में काफी फिल्टर्स है. सो इसमें कोई भी फिल्टर आपको जरूरत पड़ता है. से इधर मैंने एजुकेशनल लेवल यूजी एंड पीजी लेवल के रिलेवेंट कंटेंट चाहिए. सो मैंने क्या किया, एजुकेशनल लेवल में यूजी एंड पीजी चूज कर लिया. ठीक है. और राइट हैंड साइड पे कंटेंट टाइप है, उसमें आप किस तरह का कंटेंट चाहिए. सो सपोज आपको वीडियो कंटेंट चाहिए, जब इधर जाके वीडियो में दबाइए. ठीक है. And the next topic I searched was on theory of relativity. Okay. And this time I wanted it from a specific source called NPTEL. So NPTEL पूरा फॉर्म है नेशनल प्रोग्राम ऑन टेक्नोलॉजी एनेबल लर्निंग. ठीक है. सो मुझे सिर्फ NPTEL का कंटेंट चाहिए. सो मैंने NPTEL का चूज किया. आई गॉट 51 lectures on this topic of theory of relativity from NPTEL. And then I searched for a topic called artificial intelligence. So yes, we have a lot of content on sports as well. So I will give you a time to explore the content. So now I will show you this recent addition to our homepage. So actually, under the study at home section, we have classified the content into various educational level and educational domain. So we have content for school children, we have content for engineering students, science students, humanities, language, law and management. Okay, now let's see the section wise content. Suppose if you want content on science, just click on science, then you will be able to see the various science subjects like some common subjects: agriculture, atmospheric science, biology and biotechnology, chemistry and biochemistry, computer science, environmental science, mathematics, nanotechnology and physics. Okay. Similarly, if you click on humanities, you can see history, geography, sociology, economics, psychology, political science, education, constitution and law, philosophy, mass communication, library science, music, film studies. So you can just choose the category of your choice and then further narrow down the section. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to download a resource from NDLA. So मैं एक चीज बताना चाहता हूँ. सपोज आप NDLA में सर्च करने का और ब्राउज करने का NDLA में रजिस्टर करने का जरूरत नहीं है और लॉगिन करने का जरूरत नहीं है. सपोज आप कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट को व्यू करना और डाउनलोड करना चाहते हैं, उस समय आपको डेफिनेटली NDLA में रजिस्टर्ड और लॉगिन करके रहना जरूरी है. ठीक है. सो मैंने इधर आई सर्च फॉर अ टॉपिक कॉल्ड रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी and then I wanted it from a specific source called Lovely Professional University, and I got 1438 results. Okay. Now if I want to open this first resource, I just have to go and click on this resource. Okay. Once I click, वैसे ही एक पेज आएगा. यही मेटाडेटा का पेज है. इधर आप ऊपर देख सकते हैं ये कंटेंट टैब है और मेटाडेटा है. सो यू कैन सी कंटेंट एंड मेटाडेटा टैब. फर्स्ट क्लिक ऑन द मेटाडेटा टैब. सो दिस इज द मेटाडेटा पेज. ठीक है. सो इसमें आप देख सकते हैं ये टॉपिक है, रिसोर्स का टाइटल है, सोर्स, कंटेंट टाइप, पब्लिशर, फाइल फॉर्मेट, लैंग्वेज. सो दिस इज बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन. दिस इज कॉल्ड मेटाडेटा. Suppose if you find this resource useful and if you want to download this resource, then check the access restriction. Here you can see this is a open access, which means you can download this resource at free of cost. And then next thing you need to notice is whether you have logged in or not. Here you can see my name is displayed. It means I have already logged in. Suppose here if only login comes, it means you have not yet logged in. So Now, since I've logged in, I just clicked on content. Then the entire 338 pages of content got downloaded into my laptop. Similarly, if you are using a desktop, it will come down to your desktop. If you are using it from your mobile phone, it will come down to your mobile phone. Now you can use this document for educational and research purposes, and also you can share it with your friends, relatives, and family members for educational and research purposes, not for commercial purposes. Okay, so now, as I mentioned, suppose if you have not logged in, here you can see I have not logged in, so it is asking for login. Now, suppose if you have to log, if you click on content, it will ask you to please log in to view this content. First, click on this login. Once you click on this login, then this pop-up window will appear. It will ask you, suppose if you are already a registered member of NDLI, it will ask you to enter the registered email ID and password. Just enter the registered email ID and password, enter the captcha and click login, then you will get the document downloaded. Suppose if you registered at NDLI couple of years back and you forgot your password, but you remember the registered email ID. In that case, what you can do is just click on the account recovery button. ठीक है? Suppose आपने NDLA में रजिस्टर किया 2 साल पहले या 2 महीने पहले, बट आपने पासवर्ड भूल गए, फिर उसको रिकवरी करने के लिए आप ये अकाउंट रिकवरी बटन में दबाएंगे, फिर आप अपना रजिस्टर्ड ईमेल डालेंगे, then you will get an email. Just follow the process mentioned in the email and then reset your password. Okay? Or suppose if this is the first time you are hearing about NDLI, this is the first time you are hearing about NDLI, and if you want to download resource and if you want to register, just click on the register button, then the registration form will open. Just fill the basic information. Just fill the basic information and then submit. Then you will get a verification email. Then you can activate your account and then download. So suppose if it's a video lecture that you are trying to open, this is how the video lecture will open. Okay, so for using NDLI, you need to remember 2 important things. One is you should know the correct search keyword without any spelling mistakes. So that is the first part. And the second thing you need to remember is you should know the various important filter options through which you can narrow down the results. So here I'm going to talk about some 8 important filter options. So first filter option is access restriction. Okay. Suppose आपको सिर्फ full text resources चाहिए, access restriction में जाके open और NDLA में दबाएंगे, then you will get only the full text resources. Then author, you can narrow down the results by author. Suppose you searched on a topic and you want the resource only from Voizang, just choose Voizang. And the third one is subject category. So depending on the search keyword, suppose we are searching for agricultural technology, it may come under both social sciences and technology. So you choose science and social science and technology, then it will come up. So similarly, depending on the search keyword, you have to choose the subject category. And the fourth one is file format. Depending on which file format you want the content, suppose if you want the PDF file, just choose PDF files. And the fifth filter option is language. So at NDLI, the contents are available in more than 300 Indian as well as international languages. So you can just choose the language of your choice and then narrow down the content. Suppose if you want content in Marathi, just go to language tab and then type Marathi. Then you can choose that other Marathi content. Then only the Marathi content will display. And the sixth one is learning resource type. As I mentioned, at NDLI, there are more than 60 different types of learning resource types that are available. So you just have to choose the learning resource type of your choice. And the seventh filter option is source. So source is nothing but the content contributors. As I mentioned, we have more than 300 content contributors available. And all these content contributors are listed under this source. So you just have to choose the content of your content partner of your choice. Suppose if you want content only from Bangalore University, just choose Bangalore University. Suppose if you want content only from Bloomsbury, choose Bloomsbury. And the last important filter option is content type. So depending on which content type you want the content on, so this is available only in the desktop, not in the mobile app. So depending on which content type you want, just choose the content type. Okay, I already told you, you can actually change the entire interface into various Indian languages. So currently you can, it's available in Hindi, Bangla, Kannada, Gujarati, Marathi, Odia, Assamese, Tamil, Telugu. Okay, and other Malayalam also, and other languages are also being developed. And for ease of use, we have an NDLI mobile app available on both Android as well as iOS. Suppose if you are using an Android phone, go to Play Store and then search for National Digital Library of India. Suppose if you are using an iPhone, go to National App Store and then search for National Digital Library of India and then click. Then you will see this logo. This is NDLI logo. The name should be app name should be National Digital Library of India, and the publisher should be National Digital Library of India. All the three should be National Digital Library of India. Then you click on install. Then you will get the our app installed in your phone. Once installed, you just have to click on the app. Then this is the home screen of NDLI mobile app. Okay, so here you can see subject domain based content, learning resource type based content, featured sources. Now, if you want to search, so what you have to do is just click on the search icon. Once you click on the search icon, then this search box will appear. So enter the search keyword and then click search, then you will get the results. So here I searched for Uttar Pradesh and I got 41,573 results. Now suppose if I want to filter this result. So just have to click on this orange color icon. Then the filters which we saw on the desktop application will appear on the top. So here you can see the various filters that are that we saw on the desktop is available here. You can see a source filter, content type filter, access restriction filter. Now I want to go apply a filter called source and I want to choose the content only from Aligarh Muslim University. I chose Aligarh Muslim University and I clicked apply. I got 199 results. Okay, so this is how you have to use the NDLI mobile app. Now I'm going to give you a small activity. The activity is nothing but I want each one of you to, there are two parts of this activity. The first part is I want each one of you to download NDLI mobile app in your phone. So that is the activity number one. And the second activity, what I want you to do is search in the mobile app, search for the topic of your choice, or subject of study, or subject of interest. Just search for the topic of your choice and let us know how many results you found and whether it is useful or not. Suppose if you downloaded the app and you searched on a topic called say artificial intelligence, and let me know how many results, which topic you searched and how many results you found, and kindly put it in the chat box. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes for doing this activity. Now it's 3:12 in my system. I'm going to give you time till 3:17, and your 5-minute time starts now. Some of you have not followed it properly, so I have given मैंने आपको सबको एक एक्टिविटी दिया हुआ है. एक्टिविटी में आपको NDLI मोबाइल ऐप को अपने मोबाइल फोन में इंस्टॉल करना है और एक टॉपिक को सर्च करके हमें बताना है कौन सा टॉपिक सर्च किया और कितने रिजल्ट्स मिले हैं. Right? So I have already given 5 minutes, and we will end this activity by 3:17. 4 minutes left. Okay. After this, we will resume the session. Kindly wait. So, Mr. Shubham Bolade searched on construction management. Sandhya Sanan searched. Priyamvada Kumari star crossed. Very good. Very good. Many of you have done a wonderful job. We have last 1 minute left. Mr. Pradeep Das searched on design and Pushpak Ukale searched on computer science. Vishal Kumba searched on agriculture. Nilima Lakande searched on generation gap. Sandhya Sanan searched on cricket video. Makarand Tate searched on artificial intelligence. Very good. Yes, you can get novels also. You can. You have to just explore. Okay, so the 5 minute time that 5 minutes time that I gave you just got over. So now what we have done is just started exploring the kind of resources that we have at NDL. So this is just to break that ice. So now you know how to search and how to get the results. Now I humbly request each one of you to look for the information that you may want to study or you may want to prepare for some examination and start using it. And if you find this app useful and the resources useful, kindly share it with your friends, relatives, and family members. That is the humble request that we have, because this registration is completely free and the downloading and usage of more than 3 crore resources are completely free. You don't have to pay a single penny for it, right? So I want each one of you to kindly use it and then share it with your friends and relatives. That's a humble request that I have. Now we will get back to the presentation. So now we will see what is the difference between Google and the NDLI with the help of an example. So imagine there is a girl called Payal who is studying in class 8 and her native language is Hindi. Similarly, there is a guy called Shamik who wants to pursue his PhD on the topic of magnetism. Now, both of them went to Google and they searched for this topic called magnetism and they got 1.89 crore results. Similarly, they came to NDLI and they searched for the same topic, magnetism, and they got 11 lakh results. Now, what Payal did was she applied two filters. One is educational level, another one is language. At the educational level, she chose 5th to 8th and she chose the language of Hindi and she got 8 results. What Shamik did was he wanted only career and technical papers and he got 219 results. Imagine where is 1.89 crore results and where is 8 and 290 results. So from this, let us see what is the major difference between Google and NDLI. So the first and foremost difference is, so before we get into this, let's understand how Google functions. See, Google is a brilliant tool. It does its job brilliantly. We don't have any competition with Google or we can't compare ourselves with Google. It's a brilliant solution, but it has its own limitations. So what Google does is the moment you put a term called search keyword called magnetism, it goes around the entire World Wide Web and wherever this term magnetism is there, it will pull the results and display it in front of you, right? That's a great job. But in this process, what Google can't do is it can't distinguish whether it is coming from an authentic source or an unauthentic source, whether it's a real information or a fake information, whether it's an educational content or a non-educational content, whether it is relevant for Shamik or Payal or Vignesh, it can't. What Google does is it treats everyone equally and it gives equal access to every resource. On the other hand, at NDLI, the each content that we have is curated educational content. It's purely educational, not we don't have any non-educational content because we only work with content partners for educational research or publishing institutions. We don't partner with any non-educational institutions. So the content is completely educational. And the second major difference is you can apply educational filters to narrow down the results. In Google also you have an advanced search, but that is very generic in nature. But here you have specifically educational filters through which you can narrow down the results. And the third difference is you can modify the search based on the content type. And the fourth difference is you can modify the results using now we have a national licensing which Google does. So these are the four major differences between Google and the NDLI. Now we have come to the last part of the presentation, which is how to operate an NDLI club in your own institution. So before this, we need to understand what is the objective of creating an NDLI club in your own institution. The primary objective is to promote the culture of reading among the student community. So that's the prime objective. And also the second objective is to take the NDLI knowledge resources to every Indian citizen. So these are the twin objectives of NDLI club. So for doing this, for starting an NDLI club in your institution, what you need to do is identify at least one student from each class and one faculty member from each department, with a librarian or a faculty member or an NSS coordinator as the ex officio secretary and principal as the ex officio chairman of the club. So once these members are identified, you just have to get this list approved by the head of the institution, and then this has to be submitted on a NDLI club has to be registered. So we have a NDLI club registration form. So this is how the NDLI club registration form looks like. Fill the basic information about your institution, and then here you have to attach the list of NDLI club members. And when you are planning to start the NDLI club, just choose a date and then submit. Once you do this, we will get this application at the back end. We will do a verification of with our basic guidelines. If we find it trustworthy institution, then we issue the certificate of registration. So this is how the certificate of registration looks like. It is valid for 1 year. So within that 1 year, you need to perform 2 activities. What are the 2 activities? First activity is register all the students and faculty members of your institution within 30 days of receipt of this certificate. And the second activity is you need to conduct at least 10 reading or knowledge related activities within the remaining 11 months of period. Right? Now let's look at the first step, which is how to do the registration. So for doing registration, there are two ways. One is you can either do an individual registration, like wherein you go to the website and directly register. And the second option is you can do a bulk registration. So there is in kind of access wise there is not much difference, but only major difference is suppose if you are a education, especially the higher educational institution, when you do for bulk go for bulk registration, when you go for AICT, UGC, or NAC or NBA accreditation. So that time they will ask you to fill the form, wherein they will ask you in the library section which e-learning material that you are following or using. So there you can mention National Digital Library of India. When you register, when you click on that, they will ask you number of users registered and how many users have activated their account. So that time, when you register your students using individual category, then you may not be able to give that number. But when you do it through bulk registration, that time you will be able to give the statistics. So for this purpose, you can go for the bulk registration. And for bulk registration, what you need to do is just capture the three details: personal email ID, first name and last name of each student and faculty member. So like here you have to put it in an Excel sheet and then send it to our email ID, which is ndl-support@iitkgp.ac.in, with a copy to my email ID, which is vignesh@ndl.gov.in and vigneshjnu@gmail.com. So once you send it to us, we within 48 hours, each user which you have given will get an automated verification email. You just have to follow the process and then activate the account. So this is where the major part effort comes from the library team. And for doing individual registration, what you can do is just go to the home page. On the right top corner, you will see this login button. Once you click on the login button, this pop-up window will appear. Here you just have to click on the register button. Once you click on register, then this registration form will open. So just fill the basic information about yourself, click the terms and condition and click sign up. Then you will get the verification email. Just click on the URL, then your account will get activated. So this is about the registration. Now the second step, which is conduction of 10 reading related activities. So what are these 10 reading related activities that you can conduct? So these are just indicative list of activities, but you can also come up with your own list of activities as well. So it could be a lecture series or a quiz competition or a storytelling session or a go fish session, film screening, drawing competition, role play, writing competition, maker space and debate. Okay. And then we have to, at the end of each activity, you have to submit a detailed activity report. And at the end of 1 year, we will do a review of your activities. And if it matches our criteria, then we will be renewing your certificate of registration. So these are some of the activities being conducted by various NDLA clubs across the country. That's it from my end. So if you have any specific questions, I would be happy to respond. And then we will come back and share the feedback form, QuizCom feedback form. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. If you have any question related to National Digital Library of India, please put it in the chat box. Hello.
Ji.
If you have any question, dear participant, if you have any question, please put it in the chat box. No, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, Vignesh, sir.
Yes, yes, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Sir, there is a question in chat box.
Yeah, tell me. Okay, so there's a question from Dr. D.V. Patake. Can we get IEEE papers in full paper? So currently, no. We only have the metadata from IEEE. We don't have full text access. But if your institution or any institution that has taken the subscription of IEEE, then you will be able to access. Currently, we don't have any full text. We only have the metadata. So Ruchik Nair is in India open to every individual who is eager to read and learn thereby. Yes, Mr. Ruchik Nair. Anyone who is interested in learning, it's completely free of cost. So, Mr. Vishwas, there is a question. While doing bulk registration, what about the password then? So, when you do the bulk registration, that time the system will automatically generate a temporary password. You have to enter the temporary password. Then you can enter your password. You can reset your password. So, Pranoti Ravindra Kavani, I'm already registered with NDLA. If I want to add my institution members, then how can I do this? So, Mr. Pranoti, what you need to do is, so send me an email. I will give you my email ID. My email ID is vigneshjnu@gmail.com. So, I'm going to put it in the chat box. So kindly send an email to me. I will get back to you with the process for starting the NDLA club and bulk registration of your students and faculty members. Yes, we have books for pharmacy as well, so you can find it. Okay, so if there are not much questions, then I will share the feedback form URL with the participants.
Hello.
Hello.
Kindly put it in the chat
May
box.
I ask you one question, sir?
Kindly
Yeah,
put
go
it in
ahead,
the
madam.
Sir, I am the member of NDLI, and recently my students were searching on the topic was like motivation and commerce type of topic, and even I have seen that few of the sites were not getting open. There were no full text to be downloaded, or only a 2-3 lines of abstracts were shown. So, how we can what are the further procedures to be
So,
informed to NDLI?
okay, so kindly take the screenshot of such. So, Mr. Pradeep Das, kindly mute your mic. So, what I request you to do is kindly take a screenshot of such materials and send it to me or ndl-support at iitkgp.ac.in email ID.
Sir,
Then
sorry to
we will be
interrupt.
able.
I have sent recently the screenshot of the few sites, and I got a reply that you need to send us the link again. But students were accessing and they have complained about the same.
No, if you have taken the screenshot, so kindly forward it to me. I will look at it and then I will let you know.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so I've just shared the feedback form URL in the chat box. I'm just going to share it. So kindly fill the feedback form. It's a slightly lengthier form. It will take 10 minutes for you to fill the form. Okay, I will just show you how to fill the feedback form as well. Just give me a moment. So this is how the India like feedback form looks like. You have to enter your full name of your institution. Suppose if you are from Shankarlal College, just choose this. If you are from other institution, choose other. And date of the webinar, which is today. Today is 14th October. So just click here. It's by default chosen. Just click on this, your designation, your email ID, and your mobile number. So don't make any mistake in your email ID, mobile number, and your name and your institution name. In your institution name, suppose if you are from other, just enter the full name of your institution. Don't write the address and the complete state and all, because the same thing will get repeated in your certificate as well. If you make any mistake in your full name or in your institution name and your email ID, you will get the same like show in your certificate as well. So kindly be very careful. And then we have some questions about this NDLI. So the first question is, name the various filter options available at NDLI. If you don't know the answer, my humble request to you is go back to the app, look for the information, and then fill the details. Okay, it's not a examination to recollect your memory. It's an way to encourage your curiosity to know more about NDLI. So just keep it take it very sportively, and then just go back, refer to the app or the NDLI website, and then write your answer. Okay. What are the various learning resource types available in NDLI? I told you there are about 60 different types. So at least write 5 different types of available, and how many languages it is available in. List of 5 access options available in NDLI. How NDLI is different from Google. How NDLI helps to your learning during COVID-19 lockdown situation. Overall feedback about NDLI. Any suggestions for NDLI to consider, and feedback about this online webinar. So just fill this. It's not going to take more than 5 minutes for you to fill this form. So be very careful and then fill it. Okay. So that's it from my end. Over to Mr. Dikshit for take it forward.
Thank you, Minister. It is my humble request to all participants, please fill the quiz code feedback form. Otherwise, you will not get the certificate. So now we have to move on our final session, that is. Hello, sir, am I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
So we have at our last session, that is Vote of Science. On the behalf of Shankarlal Khandelwal College, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Keynote Speaker, Dr. Vignesh Swarnapam sir, for his valuable and inspiring guidance for the webinar. I am also grateful to all the Honorable Member of Management for their constant support. I am thankful to Honorable Principal of our college, Dr. James Sabu sir, for his valuable guidance. I would like to thank Dr. Hiren Chirpati, the accuracy coordinator, for his support. Please, all the participants, mute your mic. I would like to thank all the staff members for joining this program. And the last but not least, all the participants, librarians, students who have joined from all over India for this webinar. I am thankful all for joining this webinar. And I would like to announce that this workshop is now over. Please copy that feedback quiz form in your mobile so you can get the certificate. Hello, sir.
Unmuted.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So kindly copy the feedback form URL and keep it with you. Mr. Dikshit, kindly keep it and the copy and keep it with you for.
Okay, sir. I have copied it.
So the feedback form will be closed by now it's 3:38 in my system. By 4:15 we will close the feedback form. So before that you are requested to submit your feedback form. Okay. With this we are going to end this session. Thanks everyone. Thanks to the Shankarlal Khandelwal College management and the entire staff and team members of the college for organizing this webinar. Thank you all the participants. We are going to end this webinar now.
Thank you, sir, for joining.